Greetings YouTube, Sega Zombie here, and welcome to a revival recap video, bit of a channel update, and an absolutely amazing gift. So a bit to go through, guys. We'll start with revival. Wow, what a weekend. I really didn't think I was going to go. Many factors there. Many of you know I'm not going to go on about it, but there was a lot of anxieties, you know, a big event, meeting loads of people. It's something I haven't done for a while after certain events, so, you know, I had anxieties there. Also, it sold out so bloody quick. And by the time I sort of thought, yeah, I'm going to go, there was no tickets. But again, the revival team, I've got to throw a massive thank you out to Craig Turner and his team. They got me tickets, they got me into the event. Then there's another massive thank you for Dana. I know Danester, you had a lot to do with that, mate. And Scott Harrison, because my car is actually off the road at the moment. And Scott, the great lad he is, Sega Saturn Lad, I met him at Chelmsford. And yeah, he gave me a lift to the event. So I made it to revival. I'm so glad I did. Had an absolute blast. It was a really, really good event. A smaller revival this year. It's in two parts, as most of you know. A small, more intimate event, and I think it really worked. Yeah, a few people were saying there weren't many stalls and games. I thought there was loads of games, to be quite honest. I didn't really play many because the whole reason I was there was to socialise, was to talk to people that I only get a chance to see face to face is at these kind of events. And yeah, from the moment I walked through that door, I was just chatting, talking, drinking beer, having such a blast. It really was such a social event. I got to speak to people that I didn't necessarily get to speak to very much last year at the really big revival event, which was really nice. Yeah, it was a really great day. Unfortunately, because of the drinking and the banter and the chatting, I really didn't get many pictures or any footage. I didn't film any footage this year, so apologies for that. I really do enjoy doing them sort of montage videos, but unfortunately I had such a good time. Really, really good time. It's done me so much good. The positivity from that weekend is immense. And for my current situation and what I've gone through, that was massive. It really was. And I know a lot of people that really went out of their way to get me there and to help me. And where do I begin? The day began, I was up at 4 AM. I met Scott, Sega Saturn Lad, and his son Max, who's one cool dude, at Chelmsford Services. And then we had the long trek up to Revival. We got there in pretty good time, actually. We got there just before the event opened, so we was there in the queue, and yeah, boom. From the moment I got through the doors, been greeted by loads of people, chatting to loads of people. The people that introduced themselves, I've written down. There's many that didn't, and I apologise now. If you did introduce yourself and I've forgotten you, it's probably because I was half cut. But yeah, what an absolute wicked weekend. Brilliant event. I cannot wait for November. Guys, get your tickets now. Book up now. Don't be disappointed. It's going to sell out fast. Plenty of hotels in the vicinity if you want to, you know, stay the weekend. I highly recommend it, guys. But yeah, what an event. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the people now. There will be links below. If they're YouTubers, there'll be links below to their channels. These are all great channels. Channels I always watch every single time they upload a video. Through the list, I will give special thank yous to certain people. Once we get through that, not many pickups, some really nice little bits and pieces with a story to tell behind most of those. So let's get underway. I'm waffling. Let's do this. First up, obviously, Sega Saturn Lad, Scott Harrison. You are a top man. I cannot believe you went out your way to Chelmsford to pick me up and to take me all the way to Revival. I owe you one big time. You wouldn't take any petrol money, so I'm going to have a dig in the Sega Wall and get you some nice Mega Drive games to pay you back for that, brother, because that was so kind. And Max, your son, lovely lad, chatting to me, giving me the third degree on Sonic, asking me loads of questions on the drive up there. It was fun. The event itself, I spoke to a few people when I got in there, didn't know them, didn't know who they were, they didn't introduce themselves, but they said they watched the channel, they loved the Sega Wall, Blue Spines was said an awful lot. And then I found Danester, he was stalling out there, and he was mega excited because he had bought this Vectrix. And it just so happened that every event like that, I always take a few games in my bag, a few dupes or systems I don't collect for anymore, and I give them away as gifts. And Danester, lo and behold, had got a Vectrix. It just turned out that I had Starship complete in its box with the overlay in my bag, and I was like, mate, all the support, all the help you've been, please take this as a gift. A couple of bits off Dana, which we'll show, and I'll explain that later. Had loads of drinks with Dana. In the evening, we went to the Beefeater next door to the Premier Inn. We sat in there for a few hours and sunk even more alcohol, loads of banter, loads of chewing the fat. Yeah, just general gas bag, and it was really good. Also, someone that I met at last year's Revival, but didn't really get a chance to chat to him very much. And this is what makes these smaller events, I think, work really well. Is I got to speak to Jay SyberSnake 7, and what a lovely man he is, a proper gentleman is Jay. And yeah, we chatted loads and loads, all about Neo Geo, a lot of it, because I used to have a very big Neo Geo CD collection. That's one of the systems I went for when I first got back into collecting, probably 15 odd years ago now. So we had loads in common there, and we was talking about that because Jay is absolutely loving the Neo Geo CD. Yeah, and just general chit chat. Really good lad. Really nice bloke. As always, the man, the myth, the legend that is TootyUK, Stuart Charlesworth. What a man he is. He is an absolute diamond geezer. Looked after me loads. Yeah, just a top man. What else can I say about Tooty? We all love him. Great guy. He's at the heart and at the top of the retro community in my eyes. And yeah, he just makes everyone feel so welcome, involves everyone. You're a great man, Stu. You really are. We drunk loads. And then I've got to thank Mark Thompson, Burnout Culture. And he put me up for the night in his hotel room. Wow, we had some laughs. We stayed on at the Beefeater until they chucked us out. And yeah, me and Mark had lots and lots to talk about. We had a really good night. Thank you, Mark. And then Mike, without further ado, Retro. I got to speak to Mike again. Lovely guy, great channel. And then we've got Rob. Now, Rob, I bought some stuff off. He done me an absolutely amazing deal on some bits, which I'm going to show later. Rob, can't remember your surname, but my God, what an absolute gent you are too. Lovely guy. Has some amazing stories to tell. Rob, you really need to get yourself a YouTube channel. I'd be hooked on it, mate. Do it. But yeah, Rob sells these amazing signs, custom-made signs and all that. Absolutely lovely guy. He gave up his seat for me behind his stall with Danester when I was trying to eat my burger. Yeah, an absolutely top man. And yeah, loads of time for Rob. I also got to meet Cy Owen. I met him at last year's Revival. Really good lad. Talked to him loads on Facebook because he loves all the 8-bit micros. So it was really good to see Cy again. And then we've got Pete, old school variety face. What an absolutely top man he is. Really had a lot in common with Pete. loads of banter, loads of topics being discussed. Great guy. My God, we talked until the early hours. And he also shared a room with Mark Burnout Culture. And yeah, we had a right laugh. I'm not going to go into all the stories now. But yeah, it was a blast, guys. Really good. Also, there was Eddie, RollerXcore. Lovely guy. The king of subsets himself. Yeah, he was spending his money. He got, I'm not going to give it away, but he got an absolute bargain on the day. Really nice item he purchased. Yeah, always great to speak to Eddie. Got loads of time for him. Dylan Craven. And in my absence, finally, Dylan has got himself a YouTube channel up and running. Again, like I said earlier, all links to these channels down below. Hyper Trigger EX. Always got loads of time for Dylan. Very knowledgeable guy. He really knows his stuff when it comes to anything Japanese, especially shooters. And yeah, got loads of time for Dylan. Absolutely lovely bloke. And someone I didn't get to speak to very much, which I did kind of speak to more at last year's revival, and that was Scott Glory Hunter. Top man Scott. WishWash as well. He was there around the table in the chill out room, which was really cool about revival. It was like a chill out area with sofas and tables and chairs. An N64 set up so you could play 4 players. Yeah, real chilled in there. We just sat in there and got pissed. But yeah, WishWash was there with his missus. Lovely guy. Didn't really get to speak to him much, but yeah, he was there and thereabouts. And yeah, that's the people I can remember. Like I said, lots of people I spoke to that didn't introduce themselves, but they knew the channel, which was amazing. And what an awesome event. Really great day I had on Saturday. Scott picked me up early on the Sunday, so I couldn't make the Sunday. But yeah, absolutely amazing. If you are thinking about going to Revival, do it. Do it, really. It's so laid back, so friendly, so social. Really good. Some great systems there. Some of the highlights, seeing the ZX Spectrum Next just was making me drool. I want one even more. Gutted I missed that Kickstarter. Fingers crossed there is going to be a Kickstarter 2, you know, a second batch. I'll be well up for that. Hopefully I don't miss out on that one. Didn't really play many games. Like I said, to me, I watched a few people play some games. I played the odd 1 or 2, but it was mostly for me just to talk. There was so much to talk about with people. You know, some of these people I haven't seen since last year. And to me, that's what it was all about. And what a cracking day. And night. Oh, I was hanging on the Sunday, boys. Woo, that drive home. That was a killer, that was. Anyway, that's a bit of a recap. Apologies again. There'll be little pictures floating around, I'm sure. I didn't take many. And apologies again for no footage this time. Hopefully next time I might do that. And yeah, what did I buy? Well, I did buy a couple of bits off a Dana. I had my eye on this, I see it there straight away, and that's a cruiser stick. I really like the blue and red and white buttons. I really hate the original. The most common one is that horrible green with the pink. Look like when you're playing a game, you're grabbing a dildo, you know what I mean? It's awful. But this one, lovely, I love it. He had 15 quid on that, I think. And then the second thing I got off Dana was this, and that's Kong Man. It's not complete, there's a couple of bits missing. I just wanted it for the box, really, to go with my Sonic Magic Mountain. Just love the display of it. It's all in good nick, it's just one of the little plastic clips is missing to the Kong Man that sits on the top there, a little blue clip. But, you know, I'm really not fussed about that at all. He done me a great price. I think he had 15 on both, and he's saying, give me 20 quid. I happily gave Dana 20 quid because I thought that was a bargain. And yeah, on the drive home the Sunday, I was chatting to the lads on Messenger, and Dana was like, Scott, I really want your PayPal, I want to give you that £20 back. And I was like, why is that? And he was like, you know, you gifted me that game. Well, that was a gift, Dana, mate. But you are a legend. You are a legend, mate. Thank you so much. I'm really, really pleased with these. They're going to sit proud in the collection. And yeah, this cruiser stick, I really like the cruiser stick. I used to be more of a zip stick guy, but it gets on my nerves a bit. I don't know what it is. It's a bit over clicky. And I really like the feel of the cruiser. Great stick. It's going to be awesome for the Amiga and the Spectrum. So yeah, absolutely chuffed to bits with that. And then that brings me on to Rob. Now, I can remember briefly seeing Rob at last year's revival, but I didn't get to chat to him. And what a lovely guy, really nice guy. Like I said, he needs a YouTube channel. He's got stories to tell. Really, really good. Really knowledgeable guy. And yeah, I got some signs off Rob. Again, he done me an absolutely fantastic deal. I got a couple of Sega sort of mirrored marquees. And we've got Choplifter there, which is an absolutely fantastic game. So much nostalgia for me with Choplifter. Really has. I can remember playing it on the 8-bit micros, but my God, it was one of the first games I had on my Master System, and I just played it for hours and hours and hours. So yeah, I'm really chuffed to get Choplifter. I've said to Rob, we want more Sega. And then we've got Shadow Dancer. Got to be done, and look at that. That's absolutely fantastic, that. So yeah, we've got Shadow Dancer mirrored. They're going to go up. My collection in the past and where I used to live didn't really have wall space or anywhere to put pictures, so I'm really buzzing that I can put some artwork up because I really love it, and you know, I'm just going to plaster it everywhere. The whole Sega pad, every wall is going to be covered in lovely, lovely box art and arcade marquees. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. That brings us on to the next thing. This really blew me away. I can't pick it up and show you, so I'm going to cut now, pan the camera, and we're going to take a closer look at it, but it's awesome. So here we go, guys. This is the picture that I got off Rob, and look at that. That is absolutely amazing. This footage is not going to do this justice, but I'll just have a little pan now. What I'll try and do is get a higher resolution picture if I can. But yeah, not only does it look absolutely fantastic like that, you can plug it in, which I'm going to do now, guys, and it lights up. And it looks absolutely fantastic. It brings out all the pixels. These are amazing, and Rob done me a fantastic deal. Oh, he sold me this and the two Sega marquees at an absolute steal, mate. Oh, thank you so much, Rob. And yeah, this looks absolutely amazing. Let's turn the lights off, just so we can have a better look at it. See if that shows a better look at that, guys. Absolutely stunning. And I chose this one just solely for the fact that it's zombies. Look at that. Little close up there. But this is really going to be sitting pride and place in my living room. I absolutely adore it. Like I said, it's temporary here. Oh, isn't that bloody? That is fantastic, that is. Looks absolutely fantastic with the naked eye. I don't think it captures it quite on the camera, but it is really cool. It's only temporary there. I'm going to hang it at some point. I'm still trying to figure out where I want that to go, because that is really a lovely piece. Rob, you're a clever bloke, and I love the uniqueness about them and that they're kind of all original. Really like that, and I was really chuffed that there's some little zombies in that Metal Slug scene. It looks really, really good. So yeah, that's what I picked up at Revival. That's Revival done for now. Until November. Really looking forward to that. Can't wait. The next massive event or the next market I'm going to go to will be Norwich, and I know a lot of tubers are hoping to get down there. It's going to be a great day because not only have you got the gamer market there's some really fantastic retro shops there that I want to check out, and there's an arcade place there, not on the scale of Arcade Club, but pretty big number of, quite a decent number of cabs, some real retro ones in there, so that will be great. And you know, there's plenty of places to go and get pissed, so hopefully that's going to be the next epic meet up. Really looking forward to that. Moving on, I received a gift and this really blew me away. My Scottish brother, David Jamieson, fellow admin on Retro Realm, has gifted me this, guys. This, wow, I couldn't believe it when this turned up. There's a bit of a story here. I got a card through the door, I missed the postman, and because I'm new to this area and I live in the middle of nowhere nowadays, the local village or market town that's got the sorting office where I had to go collect it, I went to go and collect it, and lo and behold, they're only open in the morning, so it's been a bit of a mission to get it, but boy was it worth it. And that is this, guys. That is the Sega Mega Drive mouse, and look at that. It's absolutely mint. The condition is amazing, it really is. Yeah, you've got the mouse in there. Look at that. That really is something, that is. Love the design of it. And then also you've got your little Sega mouse mat in there. I'm not going to get any of this back in the box, am I? So I'm just going to bung that like that. And then you've got the obligatory manual or leaflet instructions. So yeah, it's going to be really good to test this out, find out what games are actually compatible with the mouse. I'm hoping some of the gun games are. So I actually really like playing light gun games with the mouse, and I'm hoping body count is. I don't know, guys, in comments down below, if you know the games that are compatible with the mouse, please let me know. I'd love to know that. But that is absolutely, it's amazing. I am so pleased with that. And there was a note, and I'm going to read this out. It really moved me, this. It really did. To Sega Zombie, I'm delighted to see how well you're getting on and the strength shown to move on to the next chapter of your life. Your loss has put all games and collections into perspective. It's just plastic and cardboard at the end of the day. As such, have some of my plastic and cardboard in the hope it gives you a reason to smile moving forward. Won't find many like it, and it deserves to be in the Sega Wall. From your Scottish Sega bro, DJ David Jamieson. Mate, absolutely, it has made me smile. It is going to sit so proud in the Sega Wall, and it's just people. I'm speechless. I really am. It's really moving when people do stuff like this. And yeah, it's going to be cherished, mate, it really is. And yeah, it does put things into perspective, you're right. Yeah, what can I say, mate, what can I say? And yeah, that really touched me, it really did, mate. And that means an awful lot. So thank you so much, Dave. I'm absolutely made up with that. And a bit of an update for you. I've unpacked some more stuff out of plastic containers, and again we're going to pan and have a little look at that. And on the desk setup, the console setup, look what's back, boys. Guys, look at it. The Hit Squad is back, finally out of storage. Oh, and look at it. Housed in the lovely Cassette City cases, vintage cases. Loads of people been asking me where I got these from. They're original vintage cases back from the 80s. I can remember my mate's older brother having these for his Commodore 64 collection, and I just see them. I've been after a set for ages. awesome. That's going to house the Hit Squad. Absolutely beautiful on the desk. A Hit Squad video, guys, really soon. I've got 10 more to share with you guys and for us to add to the collection. So until the next time, guys, I'm Sega Zombie. Goodbye.